Welcome back to Breaking Waves. Ben and I are on our sailboat in Navidad, Mexico, a little town south of Puerto Vallarta that we recently returned to after leaving our boat, Kiana, to hide out during hurricane season. We chose this town for three main reasons. Its surf wave, its anchorage, and marina. And since we will be crossing the Pacific Ocean in 7 weeks from now, we have some jobs that we need to get done before we can even dream of coral reefs and reefing lines. Hit subscribe so that you don't miss out on our biggest cruising season yet. My name is Alie, by the way. This is Ben, and you are watching Breaking Waves. It's finally here. It only took so long for these two tiny parts to arrive, but they are finally here, and now we can start making tracks on the Lazy Jacks. I'm excited. Today we're making Lazy Jacks for our new stack pack. So I was recently watching a video of how to make Lazy Jacks, and the first thing I had to do was measure from my gooseneck to the top of the mast. But I just attached measuring tape to our main halyard. There's a lot going on right at the gooseneck here, but once you have the measurement between your gooseneck and your mast top, you take that number, multiply it by 2.75, and multiply that number by 2. 48 feet. This will be the total amount of line that you need to make Lazy Jacks. I went ahead and got 12 strand single braid in 1/4 inch.
Yeah, work it, work it.
I've seen a lot of people attach them to their mast, but when I was chatting with Bill from Calico Skies, actually, they're getting one done right now as well, and he was talking about how he was making his go to the spreaders. Sometimes if you do attach your Lazy Jacks to the mast, it's too narrow, and then if you aren't going directly into the wind to hoist your main, then your battens can get stuck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach them to the end of the spreaders just to give us a little bit more width. In a time when you would want to maybe not go upwind is if there's like really big swell and you don't want to, take it on the beam while you put up your mainsail while you're running around on deck. So I did my measurements. Here's my measurements and how we're going to do this. I chose to do 3 attachment points because we are a 14-foot boom. Once you know your total amount, you are going to choose how many attachment points you want on your stack pack and then divide each section into a percentage. I'm going to start measuring out how much rope that we have for the first line, which goes up the mast and then back down to the pulley, and then we'll hold up the rest of the stack pack. This part is actually super nerve-wracking for me because, as mentioned previously, I'm not super detail oriented, and if I cut wrong on this, we're not getting any more line. So wish us luck. I'm stoked to tell you that all of the math lined up, worked out, and I think that was the hardest part. This is when it turns into a bit of a macrame party. So bear with me here. The first one, the long one, goes up the mast, hits the pulley on the spreader, comes down, and then we're gonna do a bowline. Okay, so I have my bowline, numero uno. So this now hangs from the spreader forward, and then I'm gonna go to my next biggest rope. It goes through the bowline. This end will go to the stack pack. This end goes to a bowline. And then the same for the next. So for this one, you can put a line through these and loop it around your topping lift or the front through here. Okay, so in theory, if I've done this right, all these lines, then I should be able to run this up to the spreader, through the block, back down the mast, hoist it, and have everything lift up. I guess we'll see how it goes. bottom now too. I'm starting at the bottom now and climbing up this mast. Oh, At the spreaders, I riveted in 2 stainless steel U-straps, one on either side to hold up each pulley. Moment of truth. Whoa! It's working! Whoa! We have a stack bag! It worked! Guys, it worked! My math added up, my math did it! It worked! It worked! We have a stack bag! Look, I'm not a full idiot! Oh, I should fix that. I can't believe it! Can't believe it! We got a
really
stack
good.
pack and I made it!
I was always looking forward to the moment that we would see this boat with a stack pack.
A couple tweaks here and there, and this project was good as done. Okay guys, I have been inside mostly today doing some editing, and Ben has started pulling apart the boat for chasing down our electronics, finding out why our Raymarine stuff isn't working. It's all in a connection, so you have to kind of like, if one thing doesn't work, it's like Christmas lights. So he's pulling up all the floors, and I just realized that it's time for me to get outside. I have been craving lately going spearfishing, and Calico Skies are in Bar Navidad with us. Whoop, 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 whoop. So I have friends to go with, and which is especially great because our dinghy is dying and they have one. So we have roped each other into going spearfishing today at what sounds like a very promising spot. And not only am I excited to get outside, get off the boat, but I am beyond excited to go spearfishing because it's turning into an obsession. And I got a new weight belt and a new knife. So here we go. Hola, ¿cómo está? I'm so excited. Pew, 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 pew.
Yes. That's a sticker.
This is my Ugo. This thing is a waterproof bag for whatever you want, so I could chuck this in the water with my phone in it. So it comes with me most places. Nice, Grace. Gator done. Is that shampoo or is that Dive special stuff?
It's diet stuff.
Nice.
Extra expensive shampoo.
Oh, you fancy, huh?
Fancy. You know we bougie.
Oh, you bougie.
I got a picture.
1, 2, 3. Oh my God, that is cool. Oh. Yeah, I guess shit.
Face it up.
Well, no fish today. There's a lot down there. I swam in a big school of, I don't know what they were, yellow and black stripes with big long noses. That was cool. Saw a giant jack, but they're not very good eating. And I was like, I don't really want to have to clean that. So I didn't shoot that, but I was surprised by the amount of life down there. Because when we first got here, I thought there was nothing, but nice to get in the water, nice to do something with my day. I gotta get my endurance up. So, yeah, good day all in all. Well, 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 look who's home.
Look who at the cat drawing.
Wow, well done. So, Ben was on a red eye last night in his defense. He went back to Canada for a bit, got us some goodies. He had to go back for work, and then is now acting like Santa Claus and bringing back a bag full of boat toys.
We got zincs.
Wow.
Anchor shackle, epoxy.
Wow.
Sealants.
You got a lot.
Gasket maker, electrical tape, secure the propane tank, pigtails for the generator, new light for the cockpit, when you need a wire brush, tube sealant, a radio, nice toothbrushes, there tubing, webbing to fix the mains.
You get the idea. He got a bunch of spares for our upcoming crossing, and we would still need some more. Oh my gosh, your entire bag was spares, eh?
Can you believe that was over $1,300 for the stuff? That's
Oh,
$1,300. You believe that?
I mean, that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I think I'm most excited about the radio and AIS can now work again.
I am most excited about the dinghy sealant because I would really love a dinghy again. And
so I just got back from my last trip to British Columbia for work, and now my year off from working starts basically now. I've got one more week here on the boat, in the boat office, and then I can fully dedicate to maintaining our boat and sailing our boat and surfing and exploring and living the good life. So pretty excited. Yeah, pretty cool. We got Bill and Grace here from Calico Skies, being boat neighbors here in the marina for, I think they're just in for like a week or something, and we're going to be getting off the dock in about a week, which is why I need to fix this dinghy. The boat manufacturer was kind enough to send us some of this stuff, which I've seen online. What's it called? Super Seal Tube Blue or something like that. I've heard online or read online that it actually works really, really well. So we'll see what happens. So I got to remove a valve, and then you dump it in the inside, and then you spin the boat all around, like you flip the boat over a bunch of times, and you coat the entire interior of the tubes with this stuff. So yeah, hopefully it works. Bringing in the big guns over here. So this stuff, it's like $200 a bottle Canadian or something like that. Cheap. But one bottle, 500 millimeters like this, should do this whole dinghy.
yeah, it had pretty good reviews too. Hopefully it works.
Should read the instructions.
The theme of this month is to try to slow down and do things properly. Read instructions. You're supposed to put the whole bottle in?
So we just dumped it into all the air chambers, and now cleaned up the holes a bit. Now I'm tightening the valves back into place, and then we're gonna inflate the dinghy and flip it around.
Give her a shake. Man, I loved this dinghy. It is such a shame that it just wasn't holding air anymore. We did call the boat manufacturer, and since it was covered under warranty, they said absolutely no problem, send it back to us and we will fix it for you. The problem was that we were in Mexico and getting this dinghy back to Canada was a little bit tricky. They were still so understanding, so they sent us this tube sealant for free.
All right, guys, it's been 24 hours or so since we dumped in that tube seal, and I'm sorry to report we still got leaks. This thing is not holding air. It's holding air a little bit better than it was, but We've still got leaks. I put both bottles of that tube sealant that was sent to us in and flipped the dinghy over and over again. We showed you guys that, and it did not do the job. So I'm about ready to give up on this dinghy. It's wasted too much time already on it. We got other projects we need to take care of, and I think we've got another one lined up with Highfield. So it's still going to cost us a bunch of money to get it here. We have to import it into Mexico, ship it down and everything from the States. But so I think that's the direction we'll head. I don't even know if I can get this thing patched up good enough to use it for like one day at a time. It's pretty leaky. So yeah, I think that's the end of that.
Luckily, Calico's guys had a dinghy and were keen to go surfing with us. Also, Barra Navidad has an aqua taxi service for the marina users and the boats in the lagoon.
Woo!
Thanks for tuning in for this week's episode. If you are new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell so that you don't miss out on our upcoming adventures. Visit Patreon for my instructions on how to make your own lazy jacks and some more behind the scenes footage and other great stuff. Thank you guys, and we will see you next time.